I look at the way they do things in Washington, they do things backwards. Not forwards, they go backwards. They gave their head coach, Jay Gruden, an extension, this past offseason, I believe, or the year before, a 2-year extension. Why not sign the quarterback, then give your head coach the extension? So to me, they messed this up. And they should be apologizing to their fans because they keep continuing to do things like this. They pay guys who don't need to be paid. Think about this. Would you have rather paid Kirk Cousins or Albert Haynesworth or Deion Sanders or, Bruce Smith? You start naming guys that they've overpaid for in this team's history, but yet they don't want to pay a stable quarterback. In this league, Damian, you know this. If I walk into a locker room and on Sunday, and you look over there at that locker, and you see Kirk Cousins, quarterback, stable, I know what I'm gonna get out of Kirk Cousins every single week. I got a chance to win today. I'm happy about doing my job because if I do my job, I know he's gonna do his job. But why is that not good enough in Washington? Why is it not? You should be making sure that, hey, whatever he wants, I have to give him. It may not be the money that everybody says, oh, well, he doesn't deserve it. That organization, he deserves it. He's their organization's MVP. He can be the most paid player on that team because that's what they need. They need him. But guess what? They don't want to do that. So guess what? They're going to have to go back, try to go draft somebody, try to get somebody else's leftovers, go grab Donovan McNabb or go try to grab another quarterback like Brad Johnson or Tony Bakes, take someone else's leftovers. But here's a guy that you drafted. He's homegrown through you, and you don't want to reward the man? Shame on you, Washington. Shame on you.
You finished?
Yeah.
You finished now?
I'm finished and I'm done.
Okay, good. This is all about respect. This is a respect thing because I think the Washington Redskins view Kirk Cousins as the 4th-round pick. Imagine you draft a guy in the 4th round, same draft as RG3. You develop him. He's, turned into a pretty good quarterback. I don't think anyone would, mistake Kirk Cousins as a superstar, but he's put up some really good numbers. And I think the Redskins organization is having a hard time wrapping their mind around, man, we got to pay this guy $25, $26 million a year.
Right.
Heck yeah, you do. You know why? Because you dropped the ball a couple of years ago when you had the opportunity to sign Kirk Cousins for a lot less, and now the player is in the envious position of all the players in the league where he has all the leverage. And if you're the Washington Redskins, if you're a fan of the Washington Redskins organization, you're sitting back and it's like, wow, what is this clown franchise doing? Like, okay, you fired the GM, Scott McCloughan.
Yeah.
You let Pierre Garçon walk out the door. You let Deshaun Jackson walk out the door.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Did they let them go, or are guys leaving an unstable franchise and say, I don't want to be here anymore because I don't know what's going on with my team? So you may say they let them go. I think guys are leaving because, dude, they're unstable. I don't know what's going to happen year to year. So why do I want to be around?
Well, I'm not disputing that. But listen, getting back to Kirk Cousins again, it's all a respect thing. I really think they're having a hard time wrapping their mind around the type of money that they're going to have to pay Kirk Cousins. And the reality is, again, because they dropped the ball 2 years ago, Kirk Cousins is in a position where, listen, he's telling the organization, you can't even talk to me. You can't even call me unless you're coming with an offer with at minimum $24 million a year. And the fact that he could possibly get transition or franchise tag next year, and the franchise tag he's making this year is right around $24 million. Yeah. You know how much guaranteed money that they're going to have to fork over to even enter, try to get Kirk Cousins signed?
Yeah.
That's clown franchises put themselves in situations where the Redskins are right now.
Well, I added it up. They owe Kirk Cousins the same amount, $1 million for each season that they have not been to the NFC Championship game. $25 million for 25 years since the last time the Washington Redskins have been to just the conference championship, not a Super Bowl, conference championship. Pay that man. You got a quarterback, pay him.
Tom Pelissero of the NFL.com said that he talked to 5 coaches who played the Redskins, I think last year, and all 5 put him in the top 15 of NFL quarterbacks currently, some even higher than that. So there's a sentiment out there that this guy is valuable. For some reason, it's not in Washington.
Jen, we always say, if you let him walk out the door, who's going to replace him? Yeah. Who's going to replace your starting quarterback, the most valuable commodity in all of pro sports? Who are you going to replace him with?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.